Hi there, everyone. Welcome to my live. Just trying to get set up again. I always have to readjust it every time I get on. You have to adjust it all over again. Hi there, everybody. Welcome to my live. Welcome to the Magic Hour with Joey. Abracadabra. Excuse my allergies, sinuses. How's everyone doing tonight or this evening? I know I'm on a little later. I don't know, guys. I'm adjusting, changing things, figuring out what works, what doesn't work. And I figured I'd come on here for a little while, do some tarot, have some chat, share some thoughts. Okay, today's been a great day. Today's a wonderful day. Let's take a minute and just be grateful. Just take a minute and be grateful. Just to point out the things we're grateful for. Thank you for this apartment. Thank you for a place to live, a comfortable bed to sleep in and wake up in safety. I can go to bed every night and I'm safe and I'm protected. And I have, a cozy little apartment. My cats are doing well. They're happy, they're fed, they have tons of food. That's a blessing. And I love sitting in that vibration, feeling that, feeling the blessing of knowing that these things are provided for us and I have all that I could need. Let me see how I look without this light back here. That actually might look better, I think. That light is so bright, it just is not the best look. Thankful for this coffee. I tried a new coffee today, Seattle's Best. I forgot what Seattle's Best breakfast blend in a blue bag. It's delicious. I love this coffee. Thank you for that. Thank you for the blessing of my brother treating me to Crumble's Dubai chocolate brownie. Not the best, actually. But we're going to focus on the positive. That was a blessing that came to me out of the blue. I wanted to try it. It was good. I got to try it. Their Moose Munch peanut butter cookie is delicious, by the way. The best. Thank you for just the ability to come on here and share my life. Sorry, these fruit flies still. The ability to come on here and share my life and my thoughts and share my love of tarot with people. That's a blessing. The fact that internet Wi-Fi is a blessing. Thank you for that. Thank you for these cards I'm holding. This is a blessing. It's been a blessing in my life to learn tarot. Tarot coming into my life has led me to wonderful people. I think I just saw 234 on the clock, 234 number sequence. This is a blessing. Thank you for this. Thank you for this beautiful day, for the rain that's coming tonight, the rain that waters the ground, that feeds the plants and the trees and the grass, that nourishes the soil, that cycles through, comes back as moisture, back as rain, the cyclical planet we live in where everything we need is provided for us. Thank you for that. Thank you not just for the coffee, but thank you for the coffee cup. Thank you for this mug. Thank you for the heavy cream. I use heavy cream in my coffee. Thank you for the sweetener. Thank you for the bacon I had for breakfast today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sometimes when I get overwhelmed, which there have been moments this week that I've been overwhelmed with some things in my life. When I get overwhelmed and I feel some negative thoughts coming, what I do is I stop. And I don't try to change my mind, but I just try to get my mind focusing on something else. And it always helps to look at what I do have, to keep reminding myself, thank you for the money I had today that I was able to buy all that cat food that I needed for the cats. That was a blessing. I love stocking up for them. I love picking out the food that I know that they like and getting them things that they enjoy. And I love that. And that's a fun thing. That's a fun use of money. And I can say, thank you, money. Thank you to the energy of money. Thank you, money, that you're always there for me. You always provide for me, and not just for me, but because these cats have come into my life, Teddy and Stormy, and I take that responsibility seriously. These cats have really, in all honesty, my little kitty cats have changed my life for the better. They're my little soulmates, and I'm so grateful that Teddy and Stormy have come into my life. They add so much to my life, and they've changed me. They've been the source of true change. So I love spending money and getting them stuff. I love buying them toys, even if they don't play with those toys. Getting them a new cat tree, come home with something that I think that they'll like or they'll enjoy. That's a fun thing, and that's all abundance. That's all abundance. The litter I bought today, that's abundance. Just the friend that reached out to me to text me, just chat with me a little bit. That's abundance. That's an abundance of love and friendship. And, I'm not alone. There's just so many things that I could just go through the list and give thanks for. I just feel that gratitude. And when the negativity comes in, when the fear comes in, when the anxiety comes in, possibly about money, about jobs, about bills, about the next step you're supposed to take, about what you're supposed to do, you know, just whatever comes in that has you feeling unsafe, like you have no foundation in life. You know, you get that feeling that you're on a high wire and any wrong move, everything's going to come crashing down. When that comes to you, when that comes to me, I'll say, of course, sometimes I give in and I just sit and think, oh my God, what am I going to do? But then as soon as that happens, I think, but wait a second. There was that time and that time and that time and that time and that time that things always worked out for you. Things have always, 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 always worked out for you. This is me talking to myself. If things always work out for you, why at this point in time would I all of a sudden think God, the universe, my higher self, my oversoul, whatever you want to call it, all of a sudden, the little character that is Joey is just abandoned by everything? My spirit guide, my guardian angels, my ancestors, my deceased mom and dad, all of a sudden everyone just, their hands are off and they say, that's it. He's fucked up too much. He's a mess. Bye-bye. Have at it. You're on your own. That just makes no logical sense. And if things have always, 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 always worked out for me, then I'm going to do what Louise Hay encouraged. I'm going to stop in that moment and say, all is well. I always do it 3 times. All is well, all is well, all is well. Everything is working out for me in the best possible way. Because I know that only good will come of this situation. I know that I'm safe and loved, protected and abundant. I am content and at peace. Everything works out for me. It always has, it always will. I rest in the peace of knowing that I am divinely protected, divinely loved. I can't get it wrong, I can't mess it up. My soul is on a journey and there's nothing to fear on this planet that is rich with abundance, rich with resources, rich with every single thing humanity could need to not just survive, but thrive. There are billions and billions of people on the planet right now, and every one of them has what they need, even at the most basic, even if they don't have what they need. To be alive is to be given the gift of life, and when you're on the planet, and of course there are times that we don't have, there are times of lack, and it's all part of the journey, but we are divinely protected. We are divinely loved. We have everything we need. And it's all based on our belief system, what we think and what we feel. And so I tap into those feelings of abundance, knowing I'm protected, knowing I'm loved, knowing I have everything I could ever want or need. I can't get it wrong and I can't mess it up. And everything is working out for me in the best possible way. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was thinking, I know, yes, that there are people, sure, there are people that are going hungry, I get that. There are people that don't have. But to be a human on earth is the ability to have. I think, sure, there are times and there are people in their lives that, yeah, you're born into something and it's very hard. But I'll say that there are times in my life that I've gone to bed hungry. But clearly I'm still here and I'm alive. Things can be provided. Things can always be provided. What we need is here, it's in front of us. Everything is a manifestation. Everything is a frequency. If this is a matrix, if this is a game, then I just have to say, okay, this is a matrix, this is a game. Bring to me what I need. That's it. Just say that and let it go. Just say that and let it go. You know, because sometimes you're doing, and then what else can you do? But just let it go and say, although I might be terrified right now, and I don't know how things will work out, I'm open to, to being guided, directed. I'm open to doing this or that or the other thing. My nose is getting that weird thing again. But I'm letting go of the trying. I'm letting go of trying to make it happen. Because the second I can force it and force that thing through and make it happen is the second that Joey himself, ego mind Joey, is a genius and can do anything. And then ego Joey starts running the world, telling people everything he can do. And I get it. It's this weird like seesaw, this weird like balance between believing, yes, you can do and be anything you want, and also letting the universe take control and trusting your higher self. This balance, this duality. What do I do? Do I force it? Do I get out there? Do I make it happen? If you're trying to get clients or trying to build a business, do you go out there beating on doors? Is that the right action step? Or is that desperation? How do you do that? Like, what do you do? How do you put the action steps in, put the work in, and then just trust the universe? Where's that border? Where's that line in the sand that says now you're working too hard? Now you're forcing things. Now you're trying to make something happen that's not going to happen. Because now you're in a desperate negative energy. Is it just doing the work, posting videos, doing these lives, reaching out to local businesses about doing events as a tarot reader, and then just saying, okay, that's the effort I put in, that's what I felt led to do, and then just going about your day and enjoying your life? Is it where it's forcing, where if you get to the end of the day and you didn't have something come through that would have been the evidence that what you're doing is working, that you keep doing it and it's midnight and you're still trying? Is that forcing it? Is not forcing it knowing that, okay, you know what? Realistically today, I put in a full day's work. I did as much as I could. I'm not going to get a client right now at 10 o'clock at night. That's, I'm not going to get a clientele right now at 10 o'clock at night. It's okay to close my computer and go watch a TV show and laugh. It's okay to spend time with my family. It's okay to eat a snack, watch a movie, do something fun, work on my hobby, sing karaoke, watch silly videos on YouTube. It's okay to put this stuff down now. And is that telling the universe, I trust that you're working it out? Telling your higher self, I trust that you're working it out. I trust. I trust you so much. I know that what I did today is enough work, enough effort, enough energetic effort, that I'm strong enough in mind to know that you're gonna fix it. You're gonna make everything happen in the right time. I've done enough for today. I've put in my effort. I've put in my work. And now, you know what? I can just enjoy my life. I can just relax and enjoy my life knowing that this whole thing is not up to me. It's not up to Ego Mind Joey to figure it out in the 3D tangible world of wood and cards, and ceramic. It's not up to that person to figure it out, because that person would do everything you can imagine that would backfire. That person would be on every app you can imagine. That person would be doing 1,000 free readings a week just to try to get my name out there. That person would be knocking on doors, begging people to give them a chance. But that's all desperate. That's all begging for money. Please take care of me. But I love tarot. I genuinely love tarot, and I genuinely love connecting. And I genuinely believe that this can give spiritual guidance to people that are seeking. At the same time, I'm just using me as an example right now. I have to believe that I am worthy enough that if I'm giving someone an hour of my time, 30 minutes, 40 minutes of my time, and I'm pouring my heart into this, and I've studied tarot, and I've done the work, and I study it every day, and I put my heart and soul into this, telling my higher self, telling the Holy Spirit, take Joey out of it. This is not about me. I'm just the faucet that is allowing the energy of the Holy Spirit, the Spirit, whatever you want to say, universe, God, the source, whatever, to flow through me, because I genuinely love people. And I love talking to people and connecting with people and offering a bit of nurturing and comfort. That's what I love. That lights me up. That makes me the happiest ever. That makes me happier than even inventing toys. That makes me much happier than thinking about going and knocking on doors and pitching my toys. I don't have a passion for the business in that sense. I love creating, and I love creating toys. If you know anything about me, you know I'm also a toy inventor. But that lights me up. And so with all that, that's where the focus needs to be, is just on, I lost my train of thought, guys. I had so many things going through my mind, and I lost my train of thought. Oh, that's right, yeah. So when you've done the work, like this, to me, I need to consider this work, guys, because in all honesty, sometimes I think, because it doesn't feel like work, that putting these videos out is not work. But in the sense it is, because I have to put thought into them. I'm giving my time on these videos. I'm thinking about what I'm gonna talk about. I'm taking the time to post the videos, to share the videos, to make sure that they look okay. That's all part of putting the action toward the goal of being a public speaker, the goal of being, of having a successful tarot business and being a successful online reader. The goal of being a spiritual teacher. This should all be considered work. And so when your mindset is one that feels like you have to make things happen, and all your life, anything you've wanted, you've had to, bare bones scrimp and save and put it together with duct tape and electrical tape and some masking tape and some cardboard and hot glue and some sticks and stones. When you're used to a life like that, where anything you've ever wanted has been a mishmash, gorilla it. My brothers are saying don't gorilla it, which is hard to say because gorilla ends with the letter A. What do they call that? Like one of those, I forgot what they're called. You're just used to like haphazardly piecing things together with whatever you can find, whatever scraps are available to you to make the thing work that you want to work. You're taking years and years of a mindset that that's what life is like, and you're applying all of that to the spiritual calling, to your spiritual business, to what you're doing now. And it's like, it's nothing but a survival and desperation energy. I'm speaking to myself right now. I'm just posting this right now to speak about myself to myself, basically. It's like that's a negative energy. That's a negative vibration, because that's a vibration that says that I'm not worthy of having the nice new shiny thing. So if I'm going to be a tarot reader, I have to throw myself in there like what do you call them? What the hell's the word I'm looking for? Okay, Holy Spirit, help me with these words here, because I'm losing my train of thought. I'm trying to get a message out. I come in there all scrappy, like what the heck is the word I'm looking for? It's like when something is, oh my gosh, I'm really losing my thought here. Sometimes I get too excited. I have too many thoughts racing through my mind. Monroe, New York. Oh, somebody just visited my website from Monroe, New York. I wonder who that was. I actually know people in Monroe, New York. It's like you come in and, you're like bare bones, you come in and you're piecing things together. And you don't have to apply that to your spiritual life. You don't. It's this sense that you're not good enough to have the new thing, the shiny thing, the nice thing. So you're gonna, bare bones piece it together. Just taking scraps from this one, that one. And that's an energy that says that I'm not good enough to be a professional reader and make a living doing it. That's the energy that says no one's gonna pay me. I'm a spiritual teacher. That's the energy that says, who are you to charge people for readings? So, give away all your time for free, and hopefully one of those people will throw you a couple of scraps. Well, I'm here to say all that's changing today. I had a great conversation with a great reader, has a very successful business, and his tips and his advice resonated with me. So I say, look, whatever you do, if you study the thing, you put time and effort into the thing, you're giving someone of your time. Is someone, walk into a therapist's office and tell them I'm having a really hard time in life. Can you give me an hour of your time for some advice? That therapist will say, please call my receptionist to make an appointment and have your insurance card ready. Let's be real here. And so I need to value myself and value my time. That, guys, I've studied tarot. I've taken 2 courses in tarot. I've done 3 health, wellness, and life coaching certifications. I'm really good with people. I'm a great communicator, and I'm great with speaking with people. I'm great one-on-one with people is what I mean. And so no more shortchanging myself. No more putting myself down all lowly and sad. Woe is me. I'm just a little tarot reader. I'm just a little nobody. No, I am not a little nobody. I'm a somebody. You're a somebody and I'm a somebody. We all have worth. We all have value. And like I keep saying, there's 8 billion people in the world. I don't need 8 billion people to be my clients, and neither do you. Whatever it is that you're trying to create, you don't need 8 billion people to want it. You need a handful every few days. You need a handful. You need maybe 25 orders a week, something like that. And when I break it down like that, I say, again, I'll break it down like that. That helps me see it on a much more doable, from a much more doable perspective. But at the same time, I'm done thinking small, being small, feeling small. No, it's time to think big, dream big, hope big. I'm done with it. No, I'm getting excited right now saying all this because I know that this is truth. This is truth. We are worthy of our time. We are worthy of the time we put into learning of the subject, into learning the craft, into learning the skill. When I used to sell cookies, I would proudly charge $45 for a dozen cookies with shipping included. Plus shipping. Listen, those sugar cookies I made, I used to do royal icing, custom decorated sugar cookies. 3 to 4 colors each one, and they always went overboard. I always gave away too much to people. But those cookies, okay, let me just break it down for you. Just an example. Those cookies from start to finish took 3 to 4 days minimum. Because these type of sugar cookies, you have to, first of all, bake them all, let them sit, let all the butter and everything settle. Then the next day, make all the icing. You have to make royal icing thick and then thin it out. And then sometimes it's too thin, then sometimes it's too thick. Then you have to separate it into different bowls, separate the colors, add all the colors, mix all the colors by hand, because we didn't have, like, you know, they didn't have little tiny mixers back then in 2011. If they did, I didn't have one. Mix the colors by hand in little containers. You have to keep them covered because royal icing very quickly will get a shell on top. As I'm talking, I'm like, holy shit, I know all about making and decorating royal icing sugar cookies. I did that for a few years. So you have to keep them covered, keep all the icings covered until you're ready to use them, because royal icing gets a crust on top very easily. And then those little sugar crystals will get into the nozzles and clog them. Then you got to separate all the colors into the different, I used to use squeeze bottles. It was kind of like painting by number. Then you got to then you got to put the icing into all those bottles, which have very narrow openings. Then you got to put all the tips on. Then you have to start. Then a lot of times these cookies were 2 and 3 layers. So you have to do 1 layer, let it dry, go back, do a second layer. Then, you know, by day 2, all the cookies are decorated, hopefully, and now they're sitting out and they're drying. They could take up to 24 hours to fully dry. Then by day 3, you're like, okay, cookies finally dry. They're all ready to be, now they have to be individually packed and then tied with ribbon and then put into a box to be shipped and then wrapped up with bubble wrap and paper and all this stuff. And then you have to print the label. Then you have to schedule for the post office to come pick it up. I say all that to say, so much went in to those cookies that I finally told a friend one time, bro, if you want a bag of Chips Ahoy, go buy a bag of Chips Ahoy for $3. These are not Chips Ahoy. These are not Oreos. These are handmade, from scratch, complicated decorated cookies that take 3 to 4 days. I'm sorry, but the larger the cookie, the more expensive. $3 to $4.50 a cookie is what I would charge. By the time I was done, the cookies were like this fucking big. They were huge. The cookies were gigantic. I would charge $6 for a cookie this big, for real. My cookies were always kind of thick, to like at least 1/8 of an inch thick, or 1/4 of an inch thick, I think. I made thick cookies that were a little crispy around the edges, a little soft in the middle, but then they would always dry and be kind of crunchy. You can say what you want, okay? I like crunchy sugar cookies. They didn't break your teeth kind of crunchy, but they were crunchy and crumbly. Perfect for a cup of coffee. And my cookies were fucking delicious. I'm not even bragging about it because they were delicious. My cookies were outstanding. So tell me now, did I deserve what I charged for those cookies? Yes. Do I deserve what I charged for taro? Yes. Has the entire lesson of today been, I'm getting that weird thing that happens when I talk about something that's truthful and something that resonates spiritually, my sinuses clench up. I am worthy of my time. If I'm giving you an hour of my time, I'm worthy to be paid for that. Of course, close friends and family, they can get a discount and whatnot. But I don't know why I'm saying this, because it's what's relevant, it's what's on my mind, it's what's on my heart. Guys, we're worthy of our time. We're worthy of our time. We are worthy of being paid based on our skill set. I've been an intuitive psychic all my life. I've been spiritually awakening for the past 5 years. I've studied tarot just about a year now, close to a year. I know that doesn't sound like it's that long, but I took a couple of courses. I'm also a certified health and wellness coach, so I'm really good with working with people and helping them come up with a plan of action for their future. The thing I do in my tarot sessions is something I've done all my life in one-on-one conversations with people. I just didn't realize it. And so the message today is no more free readings. I'm worthy to be paid. I put my heart and soul into it. I study tarot. I've studied tarot and I've given it my all, and I study it every single day. And so to come to me and get a reading, whether online or you find my website and we do a one-on-one reading, you just know you're getting, I don't even know why I'm saying this right now. This might be the wrong thing to say on social media, but whatever. I just know that when people come to me for a reading, they're getting my soul attention, they're getting my all, and they're getting someone who genuinely cares and wants to offer some good, positive advice to them and some good, pure, positive guidance to them. So with that being said, I would like to do a reading. Let's see, what do we have to know for, let's see, what do we have to know? We'll do a quick reading for the rest of August. What does the collective need to know for the rest of August? Hi there, little Stormy girl. My solid little gray cat, my little Stormy. She's a little teeny cat. She's not very big. She's probably gonna be 9 pounds. Oh, I think she might get up to 10 pounds. She's a fatso. She's a skinny fatso. Come here, Stormy girl. Okay, what do we need to know? What do we need to know? I'm going to use the traditional tarot for this right now. Let me just shuffle these cards real quick. Let me just shuffle these cards. I'm not sure if I set this to private or not. Let me see if I'm actually on here. I hope I'm actually live on here. Did I do this in a tizzy? No, yeah, it says I'm live right now. Yeah, it says it right there. Is it public though? Let me see. How do I tell if it's public? I think it's public. It should be. Edit video. Let's see. Yeah, it's public. Okay. All right. Well, sorry about that. Oh, that one person is me, actually. The one person watching is me. Okay, so now that I know that the video is public, it's a weird time to go on, I know. I wanted to make sure I came on. I was feeling a little sorry for myself and a little overwhelmed earlier, and I said, you know what? Let me just go on there and do tarot. It always brightens my day. It always makes me happy. It always lifts my spirit. It always encourages me to just get my thoughts out, to put out the encouragement. As I speak, I'm encouraging myself. You know what I mean? So for me, it's always fun to come on here and do this. I'm glad I did too. I'm really glad I did. Then when I wrap up, I'll go have a nice dinner and just try to, relax and enjoy my evening. I'm not, sometimes I live with this feeling sometimes that I'm always doing something wrong. Like either I'm not doing enough or I'm doing something wrong. And I'll tell you guys, again, lesson in self-love. I've lost a lot of weight. My body's not perfect. Yes, I'm about 220. I have some man boobs from losing so much weight. I need the skin surgery, as you could see. I need the skin surgery. One of these days I'll get it, but for now I'm okay. So just look at how much work I've done on my mindset. The fact that I could even come on here right now and show the man boobs and not even be that embarrassed about it. Just be like, this is me, guys. What are you going to do? Is there a guy out there that can love me in spite of these weird man boobs that hang? One day they will be removed. That day is not the second, not right now, not today, but guys, I'm just so much healthier than I used to be at 357, so I'll deal with the man boobs and the little bit of an apron belly, just knowing that one day the skin will be removed because that excess weight is no longer part of me. That's no longer part of who Joey is. Okay, so give me a short reading. What does our collective need to know about the end of August going into September? Seven of Cups, yeah, lots of emotions, definitely. That's me today. Lots of emotions, lots of ideas, some good, some bad. The Star card, okay. Star card is actually saying, yeah, number 8, this is the card of wealth and abundance, as well the number 8, 8 stars on the card. Yeah, this is actually saying you've been through a hard time, you've been through a dark time, but the same way that stars come out at night, what's being birthed in you, what's growing, what's going to shine from you is something that needed to be birthed in the darkness. And now you're balancing out your emotions, you're balancing out the heavens and the earth, and you're coming to a place of recognition, of notoriety. The star, you're the star, the spotlight's on you. I'll just adjust those cards. But in work, you're trying to figure some things out. So you're coming together with some people, maybe seeking out some advice from people that have been doing what you're doing. Building your business. You're holding on to that wand. You have 2 wands behind you. You're trying to figure out what it is that you want to do next or what it is that you should do next. But at the same time, you're also looking at what you have done. You're surveying what you've already done in work. You're coming to a 10 of Pentacles. I am claiming it. I am claiming it. I'm claiming it. I'm claiming it for me and anybody that finds my video. Holy Spirit, we've done the work. We've put our hearts and soul into it. We've done the mindset work. We've worked on changing, growing, giving, trusting. At some point, we have to be up leveled. At some point, we have to be up leveled. And then if we can't handle the up level, then we just have to go back and figure it out again. But at some point, we have to be up leveled. At some point, with all the years of trying, we have to get to the point where we are given the thing and tested to see if we can handle it. Ten of Pentacles is coming, guys. This is coming. This is below the Seven of Cups, showing that you're pretty emotional about your finances. But hold on to those emotions because you're the star. You've done the work with the Three of Wands, and the Pentacles are coming. Because you're following your higher calling. You're heeding your higher calling. You're spiritually awakening. You're giving into that calling, and you're saying, okay, all right, here I am. Use me. Use me. Okay, here I am. If I'm on earth to do something, show me what it is. You're heeding that calling. Judgment is saying you are looking up to the heavens, to your higher self, listening to that call, and you're going for it. It's taking you from the gray shadows and bringing you into the light. That's below the Star card, by the way. So those are the two major arcana out of 5 cards, the Star and Judgment. But with the Three of Wands, you have the Five of Wands. You have a lot of conflict mentally, a lot of things weighing on your mind. A lot is going on, and you're not sure. It's like, also, there's all these voices coming at you, trying to tell you what to do, give you advice. You know, lots of people coming to you, maybe asking you for free things and asking you for, you know, whatever business and whatnot. Just a lot of conflict, a lot of mental conflict. But let's see. So this is actually not discouraging because the 5 is about change. So if you're seeing all that mental conflict, that means change is coming. Positive change is coming. But the universe is actually saying, again, third major arcana, the universe is saying, be open to going in a whole new direction. Be open to going in a whole new direction, but you are under fortune. This is under the Ten of Pentacles. This is saying those pentacles may come from a very unexpected source. Hold tight, it's coming. And be ready to go in a whole new direction. So for me, that's like when this whole idea of inventing toys was kind of taken away from me. And I said, okay, that's a Wheel of Fortune moment, but I'm willing and open. And then tarot became the main thing. The Star card and Judgment is saying, yeah, we get it. Yeah, you've had a broken heart. You do feel like your heart is broken and you feel like there's been maybe some betrayal. Just, you know, maybe you're just feeling like you've been betrayed by the universe, let down by God, by the universe. You know, it's raining, your heart is heavy. I feel that energy right now, that your heart can be heavy. And that you do feel a little gray and clearly brokenhearted. And that's about work, by the way. But the Holy Spirit, but your higher self is saying, tap into that Queen of Wands energy. That strength, that divine female energy that says, I know what I'm doing and I know it'll pay off. She's got the wand in one hand, showing she's established in her work, and she's got the flower in the other, showing that her work brings fruit. She's reaping a harvest. And like me, she's got a little cat with her. She's on a beautiful throne and she's secure. She approaches her work with security, with strength and resilience, knowing what to do. Yeah, you made a choice from the heart. Your inner guidance led you to this. You're divinely protected. You've made a choice from the heart. This is also the Gemini card. You've made a choice from the heart and you're going for it. The Star card is also the Aquarius card. So the Lover's card is saying that you followed your intuition, you've made a choice from the heart, and you will be rewarded. Because this card is all about choosing from the heart, following your soul's guidance. And for me, that was doing tarot. That was throwing myself on social media, on YouTube. We're in the 8th month of the year, 8 of Wands. All of that good, positive energy in work is it's coming at you fast. It's all going in the same direction, meaning put all your energy in that same direction, and when you do, the rewards are coming. This 8 of Wands is a very positive card. 8, again, is the number of wealth. Because you are the Emperor. This is also Aries energy. Is this 2 cards stuck together? You are the Emperor. He's strong. He's secure. This is a divine masculine. He's on a concrete throne, covered in armor. His feet are secure. This is an energy that knows exactly what he wants, and he goes for it with power and authority and with the strength of an Aries. This is a fire energy. He's holding that staff. He's secure. He's solid. He knows exactly what he wants. And if you look at that throne, there's Aries on 4 posts. This is a card showing strength and resilience. He's got a solid foundation. Are there any other cards? Let's see. Anything else we can get for our collective here? Anything else that our collective needs to know? But just know that that 10 of Pentacles is coming for you. It's coming to you. You're bringing it into your life. You already have it. You just bring it into your life. You're just bringing it out. It's like taking a cake out of the oven. You know, it's like opening up a present. It's something that's already there. It's already with you. You're just trying to find exactly where it is in your house. You're just looking for it. It's almost like it's covered in a shadow. You just have to turn the light on and see it. Okay, what does this collective need to know about this reading? Anything else that can clarify the 10 of Pentacles? Clarify the 10 of Pentacles for us, because we all want to know what the money card, what that means. I'm using the Wizard's Tarot. Okay, 4 of Wands and 6 of Swords. 4 of Wands is about recognition. That's the marriage card. The 4 of Wands is, look, he's looking to the mirror. Those wands are holding up the mirror. He's looking to that mirror. And this 4 of Wands is about celebration. It's like he's celebrating how he cast that spell. He got it right. You know, he's also looking into that mirror to go somewhere. This is like a happy union. 6 of Swords, going somewhere. Yeah, traveling, going somewhere fast, taking action. 6s are about stabilizing. 4s are about a solid foundation. Is there anything else we need to know about this reading, this overall reading? The 4 of Wands is pretty positive. It's really about, you know, public recognition of your work, of what you've done. All right, 10 of Swords. I know that's a little alarming. 10 of Swords here I'm taking as this is actually the end. This is the end of that cycle you've been in. This is the end of feeling down and out. This is the end of feeling stabbed in the back. This is coming to an end. Yeah, and again, you're evaluating that 3 of Wands. Basically, you're figuring out what to do in work, and you're coming together. You're putting pieces together. This is somebody that's done the work, and they're just waiting right now. And of course, the Devil energy. This is Capricorn. This is basically, this is saying to watch out for those pitfalls, those things that do hold you back, the shadow work, the temptations. But also, if you look at this particular card, this devil's doing magic, and they actually, it looks like they actually brought him in. So this is actually even saying tap into that powerful Capricorn energy to get the work done. Because the Devil card, when the Devil card is giving into addiction, it's not getting work done. But when the Devil card can give into the addiction, based, let's say, of work, you know, being addicted to success, being addicted to, in a healthy way, being addicted to, what do you call them? Following their calling, you know, doing the hard work, building the thing, then it can be used and it can be used and harnessed in a positive way. Does the collective need to know anything else about this reading? Six of Pentacles, just saying that finances are on their way. Your finances are being stabilized right now, and they're secure. Yeah, and be generous and give back. You're in a good place to do that. Oh, and 8 of Swords in reverse. Whatever it was that was holding you back or feeling like you were losing your power mentally, whatever was taking away your power mentally, it looks like that's in reverse. You beat that, you overcame that, so you're seeing things more clearly now, and you are taking back your power mentally. So the 8 of Swords, how she's bound up, but she really doesn't have to be bound up. It's almost like she kind of put herself there, because none of those swords are affecting her. So whatever that was weighing on your mind, you've overcome that. You've taken back your strength of mind, and related to whatever this situation is. But this is actually really good, really positive overall reading. Just for shits and giggles, let me see if another deck. Let me see what another deck says about this reading. Queen of Wands, yeah. Approach the business from that Queen of Wands energy. Ace of Swords, you're going to get a creative new beginning, a new inspiration. Eight of Cups, you're taking back your power with your emotions. Two of Swords, yeah, making decisions. Six of Swords, yeah, you're going to be traveling, going somewhere. And the Chariot, yeah, I think there's definitely travel, some type of change. I'm going too many cards now. You're the King of Cups. This is my favorite card, one of my favorite cards. King of Cups. Interesting. I hope that resonated with somebody. I'm not sure. Sometimes I feel like these readings are for me. That's what I have for everybody today. I'm going to cut it short a little bit today. This was a lot of fun to come on here and be live and talk and share some thoughts and insights. Again, this is Joey from Joey's Magic Tarot. Take care, everybody. Before I go, if you happen to see this video, let me know if anything I said resonates with you. If you happen to see the video, watch the video, anything with the tarot readings. If you have any questions about tarot or any of my readings, yeah, reach out to me. I'd love to connect with more and more people. Take care, everybody. This is Joey from Joey's Magic Tarot. Have a nice weekend.